Hi, it's Crystal, and welcome to The Crazy Life of Crystal. So, if you can't tell by now, this is gonna be a different kind of video. Um, this is more of a chill vibe. I just wanted to talk and share some of the things that I feel like has helped me get through a lot of hard times in my life. If you've followed my channel, and first and foremost, I'd like to say thank you to all my subscribers and everyone who supported me and been watching my videos. It means the world to me, and it keeps me going. So, that being said, um, yeah, if you followed my channel, you know that I've been through quite a bit. Um, Things that would probably make the average person fall into a slump and get depressed, and I've been there. I've been in the slump. I've been in the depression phase, and for years, and thank God I've overcome that. There's still things that I'm working through. I had depression and anxiety. I've conquered the depression. I'm working on the anxiety. I have a little fear of public speaking, but at the end of the day, that's something that I want to do. So that's something that I try to work towards. And the YouTube channel is one of those. It's one of those things that is helping me right now. So, you know, I appreciate you guys helping me through my process. I am far from perfect, and I do aspire to help others, but that does not mean that I have battled all of my demons, which I'm sure no one has. But we're work in progress, and that's life. And we as humans, I feel like we go through things to share our experiences and to help other people go through what they're going through. So, that being said, this video is about what I like to call the three Ations. And the three Ations are meditation, which we'll get into that, affirmations, and manifestations. And one kind of falls into the other, leading up to what we want, the manifestation, what we want to happen, to visualize it and for it to come into fruition. And I like to start my day with at least 5 minutes of meditation. People meditate in many different ways, and it's not for me to tell you how to meditate. For me, meditation is to find your quiet space. In today's society, there's a lot of noise. There's chaos. There's drama. There's just, of course, entertainment and just distractions coming from every angle. And it's hard to focus on what your purpose is and what you want to do out of life, and just to focus on even just the day-to-day things. So I also find it very helpful, like the night before, I write down, the things that I want to get done, I want to accomplish for the next day. Keep in mind, it's great to have lifelong goals, but in a short term, it's also good to take things one day at a time and write it down in the morning. Find some type of quiet space. It doesn't matter if it's in the bathroom. If you got kids like I do, the bathroom is sometimes my quiet space, but you find that peace and you find that silence, and you think and you meditate on, just what your heart desires are. And if you, I don't like to discuss religion or whatever. I'm more of a spiritual type person, but pray and ask for strength for the day. And I feel like it just gives you a whole energy and vibration and just the feeling of, yes, I can do this, for the day. And it just gets you started. The affirmations is basically just affirming what you want. You're not even speaking it in future tense. If you want to be a lawyer, I am a lawyer. I am a writer. I am a writer. My book might not be out just yet, but that's what I am. So you have to speak that into existence. And the more this becomes a habit, the more you'll start to see it come to pass. And that's where the manifestation comes in. But the biggest key is faith. When you say these things and you say these affirmations, you have to have faith. You have to believe. You have to know without a shadow of a doubt that you mean it and that it's going to happen. And in the beginning, it's not going to happen like that. It's going to take time, but that's the test of faith. And you have to keep going. You have to keep moving. If it's just kind of like a car, and you're in your GPS, and if you don't move, the GPS stops, So you got to keep moving. You got to test that faith. And eventually, you will start to see things come to pass. In my life, I have been in situations where I just thought that was it. This is the worst it can get. I'm at the bottom of the barrel. I don't see where I can go up from here. Like, I don't see how it could get any worse. So in those situations, there's no place to go but up. And that's when I feel you really find your faith. I feel you find your strength. That's where I found my strength. And with dealing with brain surgeries and cancer and a lot of different family dramas, and those family can be those can be one of the most difficult situations to work through, because they're family. For the most part, they're not going anywhere. And it's hard because it's that whole blood's thicker than water notion that we've grown up with. And I've learned that even with family, friends, if it doesn't serve you, if it's toxic, if it's bringing you down, sometimes you have to learn to let go. And it's not to say you don't love that person and you don't wish them, you have no ill will or anything like that. It's just you have to put yourself first. You have to work on you. If you're a parent, you have to work on what's in the best interest of you and your immediate family and your children and your spiritual and physical health, which is very much, linked. Because if you allow negativity into your life and stress, that will manifest into physical illnesses. Trust me, I know. I'm speaking from experience. So a lot of times you just have to learn to let the negative go, whether it's, family, whether it's friends, whether it's your own demons and your own negative thoughts and whatever you may feel towards yourself or your past. Every day we're growing. We're a different person every day. I'm not the same person that I was yesterday. I'm not the same person I was when I made the last video. We're constantly evolving as human beings. And it's important to know that. It's important to always be kind to yourself. And it's important to motivate yourself, because the world can be cruel, and the world's not going to give you the motivation that you need always. And they're not going to give you a pat on the back for, the small accomplishments. But, when you make, and it could be minor, but still always take time to give yourself a pat on the back and let yourself know that, I'm trying, I accomplished this, don't take it for granted, and every day that you're on this earth and you're breathing, it's a chance to start over. It's a chance to go for your goals. And just to remember always to stay positive. Back to the meditation, like I said, I won't tell you how to meditate, but with your quiet space, I know you probably see my smoke and everything. Your incense, get some incense burning, maybe light music in the background, anything that just gets you calm and relaxed. I know my ethnicity or my background is majority Native American, and most so-called African Americans are. I'm dropping a little bit of knowledge for y'all right now. But, my ancestors, they believed in connecting with the earth, whether it be the animals, stones. They felt everything had energy. Everything had vibrations, and there is something to the level of vibration that you're on. Being positive and being on a higher vibration, the lower vibrations being that of, negativity. And so you definitely want to keep your vibrations high and use the resources that God has given us, in nature. And I try to get into a lot of herbal healing and get away from Western medicine. And even through my surgeries and things like that, I've still tried to find other ways and natural ways to help myself heal. And so I feel like that's very important. It's always important to continue learning. We don't know everything, and the person in the room that thinks they know everything is usually the dumbest person in the room. Let's just be honest, because we don't know. Even the scientists, they can spit all types of, scientific facts, but at the end of the day, we don't know everything, and there's always more to be learned. So if there was one thing that I would suggest, is to always stay open-minded, always seek the truth, because the world is not going to give it to you, and be your own advocate, and fight for your own health, and try to live healthy, try to live natural, because at the end of the day, that's going to help mentally as well. There's a lot of things that is put into our water and put into our food and chemicals, and those things can also mess with your consciousness and can help contribute to mental illness. That's the dog. But can contribute to mental illness and things of that nature. So it's very important to be conscious and aware of what we're putting into our bodies. So, just healthy living overall. Keep in mind that the mental and physical go hand in hand. So I implore you guys to try some of these methods, and I would love feedback to see how it is working for you guys. But overall, I want you guys to stay healthy and stay connected, stay in tune with your inner self and your higher creation, or whoever you pray to. I'm not here to push religion, but we all, I feel, come from one creator. I feel we're all connected, and it's very important to tap into that source, because we as human beings are very powerful, and there are powers that be that don't want you to know how powerful you are. They don't want you to know that you're able to manifest the things that you want in life. Anything you want to happen, you can make it happen. So nothing in this world is impossible. You just gotta believe it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more.